Hello student, today we are learning how to convert the galvanometer into the ammeter of it. Now whenever we want to measure the current through the circuit of it, we are using the instrument that is the ammeter. Now this galvanometer, we are using this galvanometer measure the current flowing through the circuit of it. In that case, if we use the galvanometer in a circuit of it, this is the external circuit having the resistance is R, and we are connecting the galvanometer in a series circuit of it. In that case, current is flowing from A to B terminal. When the currents are flowing through it, some of the current is drawn through the galvanometer and the some part of the current is flowing through the external circuit of it. That's why in that case, actual current does not measure by this galvanometer. For this purpose of it, this galvanometer must have the zero resistance of it, or we have to lower the resistance of it. For this purpose, we are using the one lower resistance and which is connected in a parallel combination. Now already we know that whenever there is a parallel combination of resistance is there, resistance is decreases, and if it is the series combination of resistance is there, resistance of this combination is goes on increasing. Our aim is there to decrease the resistance of this galvanometer. That's why we are using the low resistance, that is a shunt S, is connected in a parallel combinations. When it is connected in a parallel combination, automatically resistance of this combination is goes on decreasing, and we are using the low resistance, and that's why the current which is drawn through these combinations of this galvanometer and the shunt resistance parallel combination, the value of the current which is drawn in a circuit will be lower. That's why we can say that the galvanometer can be converted into the ammeter when we use the shunt resistance having the low value of the resistance connected parallel to the galvanometers. Now we are learning as the how to find out the shunt resistance. Any formula is there to find out the shunt resistance of it? Yes, there is a one formula is there. With the help of this formula, we can find out the shunt resistance. Now see that for this purpose we are using small diagram. In this diagram, this is the external resistance are there. Currents are flowing through it. We are using the galvanometer which is connected in a series combinations along with the external circuit. After that, we are using the shunt resistance S which is connected parallel to the galvanometers. So see that here the current I is flowing through it. When the current is up to this point, there is a two branches are there. The current which is flowing through the galvanometer is Ig, and the remaining part of the current which is flowing through the shunt resistance is I minus Ig. I minus Ig is a current which is flowing through the shunt resistance, and after that again at this point current I is flowing through it. Now G is represented here the resistance of the galvanometer, S is a resistance of the shunt part is there. Next is that we have to find out the shunt resistance. Now if you see that the diagram, these two terminals are there. In that case, the potential difference at this point and potential difference at this points are equal because they are joined. This point are joined together. This circuit is joined together. That's why potential difference at this point and potential difference at this points are equal, and we can say that the potential difference across the G and potential difference across the shunt resistance are equal. Then potential difference across the G is current into the resistance Ig into G. Potential difference across the S means the current into the resistance value. That's why R minus Ig into S. Now S is equal to Ig into G upon I minus Ig, equation number 1. This will give as the formula for the shunt resistance whenever we are using the galvanometer as a ammeter. That time our aim is there, how much is the shunt resistance are connected, use this formula for it. Now after that, two cases we are learning. First one is there, if the current is nth of the Ig. If it is the nth time of the current flowing through the galvanometer, what is the standard formula for it? That is S is equal to G upon N minus 1. Now how it will become? Again, I is equal to N into Ig. Substitute this value, I value N into Ig minus Ig taken as a common Ig. Numerator and denominator Ig is there, they get cancel, and we get here 1 upon N minus 1 into G value. Then S is equal to G upon N minus 1. Now second case is there. Second case we are finding the fraction of the total current. Fraction of the total current is Ig upon I value. Now this is again calculated from the equation number 1, where we use the potential difference across the G is equal to potential difference across the S. Potential difference across the G is Ig into G, which is equal to I minus Ig into S, separating the two terminals, two terms of it, and then taken as a common is Ig into G plus S is equal to Is. Then Ig upon I is equal to S upon G plus S. From this formula we can get the fraction of total current.